plus one. We may think there's no future, but it's the same for everyone. It's like the world has lost its head, and it's like all the prophets said. But will we arise to a new world? Look for signs and portents. Oh, I'm looking for a reason to believe. Will we arise in our time at the dawn of another meaning? Will we awake at the break of a great Hosanna? Well, there's nothing left to do. Just hold your breath and hope it's true. That we'll arise to a new world.
You hear it, Papa? The Black Machine. They got it going 18 stories down below the ground. They're putting people in one end, and out comes what they want. The way they do it, Papa, each night they tip the word on its side. Everybody loose goes rattling to the bottom. Then they hook 'em up by the heels, they hang 'em up and cut 'em open. Only by that time they got no innards, just some beat up gears and stuff, and all they bleed is rust. You think I'm raving because it sounds too awful to be true, but my God, there's such a lot of things that's true, even if they never really happen.
Well, well. Here's the chief.
The super chief.
Oh, death and
Oh,
dove.
had his breakfast and raring to go.
Don't you know better? Hey, don't you know to stay in your room till that bell goes? Hey, look at him. You know he's big enough to eat apples off my head. And he's scared like a baby.
Hey, what you want, baby? Your broom? Hey, that's it. He want his broom.
Broom, oh, chief broom.
Start sweeping, baby.
That's it, baby. Hey, that's a good loony.
Oh, chief broom.
Oh, Broom Bromden.
If you don't mind, ladies, I don't think it's wise to stand around and group up like that. Mean old Monday morning, you know, such a lot to get done. Miss Williams,
Yeah, Miss Ratchet.
you have dormitory duty, don't you?
Yeah, Miss Ratchet.
Miss Warren,
Yes, Miss Ratchet.
you start by getting poor Mr. Brompton shaved.
Yes, Miss Ratchet.
That's fine, ladies.
Miss Ratchet, I'm so sorry I'm late. I went to midnight mass and I just overslept. I'm really
Well, we best get started, hadn't we?
Medication. All patients to the day room. Medication.
Good morning, Mr. Harding.
Are you sure? thank thee, Lord, for the tranquility we are about to receive.
Billy, dear, I've spoken to your mother last night. I'm afraid I had to tell her.
What did you say?
Well, I said that you were very sorry and that you promised not to try it again.
Thank you, Miss Ratchet.
It's all right, dear. Drink it all. Mr. Scanlon. Mr. Cheswick.
Wait a shake, honey. What are these?
Medication.
Christ, I can see that. What kind?
Just swallow them, just for me, Mr. Cheswick.
Don't give me that crap. All I want to know, for the love of God...
It's all right, Charles.
What do you mean it's all right?
Well, you don't have to take them.
That's what I mean. You shovel any old shit at a man and... I don't? Oh, that's all right then.
Mr. Martini.
Morning.
Mr. Rutley.
Fuck 'em all!
Miss Williams?
Yeah, Miss Ratchet?
We have a new patient today. I'd like you to read her this evening.
Yeah, Miss Ratchet.
Nurse Finn, I'll be in the staff room. Behave yourself, boys.
Behave yourself, boys. What choice we got?
Come here! You come back here, you damn redskin! Ah, don't like this, huh? I sure don't like that look in your eye. There. That's so better.
Look out there!
Oh! Oh!
You okay, honey?
Yeah, I'm all right. I can manage. Thank you.
Okay, you deal then, Martini.
Hey, cut it out, Martini. What? There's no one there. Are you sure? There are only 4 of us. Okay.
For goodness sake, Martini, will you stop hallucinating? Hey, give me the cards.
What's funny? A little nurse over there. Reminds me of the first time I saw a girl take her clothes off. Hey, I was only 8, see? And I was sitting up in this tree, watching her get undressed through a bedroom window. By the time she got down to her little panties, I got to shaking so much I fell out of the friggin' tree! Fell out of the friggin' tree!
That's right, Billy. Go write it down.
Well, we're supposed to.
Yeah, that's right. Get another gold star by your name.
You write down everything I say.
Yeah, and I'm gonna start writing down some things you did.
Will you two shut up?
Fuck 'em all!
Oh, for heaven's sake. This place is like a madhouse. Look, I, Dale Harding, being president of the Patients' Council, do hereby declare just 10 seconds of blessed therapeutic silence.
Buddy, you are so wrong. No! Don't have to do that. You get the hell away from me now. Morning, buddies. Mighty nice fall day. Damn, what a sorry-looking bunch.
Now see here, mister.
Get away from me, woman. Can't you give me a minute to look over my new home? What the hell? I've never been in an institute of psychology before. Hey, my name is McMurphy, buddies. R.P. McMurphy, and I'm a gambling fool. What's this you play? Pinochle? Jesus, ain't you got a straight deck around here? Well, say, here we go. I brought along my own just in case. Every card a picture, And check those pictures, boys. 52 positions and every one different. Hey, easy now, easy now. Don't smudge them. You know, lots of time, lots of games. You see, buddies, what happened was I got into a couple of hassles down at the work farm. And the court ruled I was a psychopath. Hey, you think I'm going to argue with the court? Shoot. Bet your bottom dollar I don't. If it gets me out of them damn pea fields, I'll be anything their little hearts desire. Be it psychopath, mad dog, or werewolf. Hey, I don't care if I never see another weeding hole to my dying day. Will you get the fuck away from me?
Now see here, mister, we got rules. I gotta take your temperature and I gotta get you shot.
Yeah, all you gotta do is let me get acquainted with my new buddies. And if you do one more thing...
Well, all right, mister. Are you gonna get it?
Yeah, now that's a whole deal better. Right, now, listen, let's get something settled, okay? Which one of you's the Bull Goose Loony? Hey, I'm asking, which of you is the Bull Goose Loony?
Well, it's not me, mister. I'm not the Bull Goose Loony. Although you could say I'm next in line for the job.
Yeah, well, I'm truly glad to hear you're next in line for the job, but being as I'm thinking of taking over this whole shebang, you better take me to your leader.
Mr. Harding, you're president of the Patients Council.
Does this gentleman have an appointment?
Do you have an appointment, Mr. McMurphy? Mr. Harding is a busy man.
This busy man Harding. See the Bull Goose Loony?
That's right.
Yeah, well, you tell Bull Goose Loony Harding that R.P. McMurphy's waiting to see him. And this nut house ain't big enough for the two of us. So either he meets me man to man or he's a yellow skunk. Better be out of town by sunset.
Billy, you can tell this upstart, Mr. McMurphy, that I will meet him in the main hall at 12 noon, and we can settle this thing for once and for all. With libidos a-blazing.
Billy, you tell him that R.P. McMurphy is used to being top man in every situation. So if he's bound to be a loony, figures to be the stomped down, daggum biggest one of them all. Yeah, by God, we ain't spilled a drop of blood. Now, who's the rest of these fellas?
Well, we over this side, we're the acutes.
What's cute about you?
We are the acutes. That means that we presumably can be cured.
Yeah.
And over there, that's Mr. Ruckley. He's chronic. He's a vegetable.
So they incurable. Ah, what the hell? Hey, buddy, R.P. McMurphy, how you doing? Randall P. McMurphy, how you doing, buddy?
Got any cigarettes?
Hey, got any cigarettes? Hey, look, nothing but. Get it? Nothing but. Yeah, right, okay. Hey, buddy, how you doing?
Careful!
Well, what's that you're making?
A bomb! To blow up the whole stinking world!
Man, have you got competition? Listen, buddy, my name's R.P. McMurphy, and I don't like to see a grown man sloshing around in his own water, so why don't you go and get dried up, yeah?
You'll need to take the nails out.
Oh, right, sure, yeah, okay. There you go, buddy.
Fuck them all!
Right, yeah. Ooh-wee, what have we got here?
That's Chief Browning.
Yeah? What's your story, Big Chief?
He can't hear you. He's deaf and dumb.
Well, what they got him all strapped down for? Don't like that, no sir. Just ain't dignified. There you go, Big Chief. Hey, you get your full growth, you're going to be pretty good size. Hey, what tribe is he?
I don't know. He was here when I came.
Yeah?
The doctor says he's a Columbia River Indian.
You know, the ones who are out by the waterfall? Apparently the tribe is defunct now.
Hey, is that right, Chief? You defunct?
You can't hear a word you say.
Oh, right.
Mr. McMurphy?
Howdy, ma'am. Oh, right.
I understand from Abe Williams it can be difficult.
Me?
Yes, I understand you refused to take your admission shower.
Yeah, well, as to that, ma'am, they shabbed me at the courthouse and last night at the jail. And I swear they'd have washed my ears for me on the way over. They could have found the facilities.
That is really quite amusing, Mr. McMurphy.
Yeah.
However, you must understand that our policies here are engineered for your cure, which means your cooperation.
Oh, ma'am, I'll cooperate from hell till Thursday, but you wouldn't want me to be unpolite. I mean, I had to get acquainted with my new buddies here.
Yes, I do appreciate the way that you've taken it upon yourself to orient with the other patients.
Yeah?
However, everything in its own time. You must obey the rules.
You know, ma'am, that is the exact same thing somebody always tells me about the rules. Just when I'm thinking of breaking every one of them.
New admission padlock. Now they've got to fix them with controls. They've got wires running to each man and units planted in our heads. There's magnets in the floor, so we can't walk no way but what they want. We got stone brains, cast iron guts, and copper where they took away our nerves. We got cogwheels in our bellies and a welding grin, and every time they throw a switch, it turns us on or off. They got a network clear across the land, factories like this, for fixing up mistakes they made outside. The combine, Papa, big, big, big. Oh yes, there is too such a thing. They got me way back ago. The way they got to you.
Hey, you suckers. You hit or you sit. Hit, you say? Well, with the king up and the boy wants to hit. Coming at you. Little lady for the lad, too bad. He's down over the wall, down the road, up the hill and dropped his load. Coming at you, Mr. Harding. And I wish some asshole in that nurse's hothouse would turn off that mother-loving music. Never heard such a driving racket in my life.
Yes?
Would you mind switching off that goddamn noise?
Yes.
Yes, what?
Yes, I don't mind, Mr. McMurphy. Music is considered to be therapeutic.
What the hell's therapeutic about Lawrence Welk?
Would you mind not leaning on the station, please?
Yeah, horse manure.
Oh, and Mr. McMurphy, may I remind you that we have a policy here. There is no gambling.
We're only playing for cigarettes.
And are you sure those cigarettes don't represent something else?
Yeah. Hell of a lot of smoke. Hey. Hell of a lot of smoke. You know, you girls ought to laugh it up a little. Listen, that was a good thing she said. How about we sweeten the game?
Where would we get money?
Stop kidding me. I found out a few things about you boys before I got over here. Most of you lads are picking up compensation, $300-400 a month. Don't draw nothing but dust. All you gotta do is sign some IOUs.
Okay with me.
Right, let's say every cigarette's worth $0.25, yeah?
Okay.
Right, here we go.
Don't forget, Mr. McMurphy, there is no gambling.
See, is that a two-way system?
No, but Nurse Ratched is a human radio.
Is her? Well, I might just have to pull her plug. Right. Here we sit, Professor, with the deuce showing. Here's a pack of Marlboros. Says you back down.
Group meeting. Time for group meeting.
Hey, what's going on? What's going on?
Group therapy.
Yeah?
Every day this time.
Mr. McMurphy, would you care to join us? Who would like to begin?
I guess I ought to talk about this. It was on account of my mother. Every time she comes to visit, it leaves me feeling just awful.
When your mother loves you, Billy.
Billy, darling! Billy, baby! I know, that's the trouble. I'm such a disappointment to her, but she won't admit. She won't see me like I am. I say to her, Mama, I'm not right in the head. I can't even talk straight. But she goes right on, and pretty soon I want to kill myself. So I try.
Do you think it is possible that you may be trying to punish her?
Sure, it's possible. Miss Ratched, can we talk about somebody else today?
Very well. You ought to face it, Billy. Now then. At the close of Friday's meeting, we were discussing Mr. Harding's relations with his wife, with a very ample bosom. Would anyone care to touch upon this further?
Touch upon what?
Well, this subject.
Oh, I thought you meant touch upon her. You know, touch upon.
According to various notes in the logbook, Mr. Good afternoon, Doctor. We were just discussing Mr. Harding's relations with his wife.
Whose wife? Oh, yeah, I see her. Oh.
Where?
Emil, her body.
Where? God, what I wouldn't give for that man's eyes. Where is she?
P. McMurphy. 45 years old, never married. Committed by the state for possible treatment and diagnosis. Repeated history, assault and battery, disturbing the peace, repeated gambling, and one arrested for rape.
Hey, statutory. She was plenty willing.
A court doctor's examination of the child.
Doc, she was so willing. Hey, I had to take the padlock in my pants. Bad luck in my pants, boys. Oh,
No previous history, I see. Any time spent in other institutions?
Well, ma'am, including state and county coolers.
Mental institutions.
No, this is my first visit here, but I am crazy, Doc, I swear. Look, here, that doctor at the work farm said repeated outbreaks of passion suggest a possible diagnosis of psychopath. Well, I mean, the way he put it, psychopath means that I fight and fuck. Oh, well, excuse me, how did he put it? I am overzealous in my sexual relations. I mean, was that serious, Doc? I mean, you ever been troubled by it?
No, Mr. McMurphy, I'll admit that I haven't.
Yeah, well, I mean, that bit about fighting I can understand. Hey, but who ever heard of a man getting too much poozle, eh?
However, I am interested in this statement. It says, do not overlook the possibility that this man may be feigning psychosis in order to escape the drudgery of the work farm. So, what do you think about that then, Mr. Murphy?
Hey, Doc, do I look like a sane man?
Doctor, may I suggest that Mr. McMurphy is aware of the protocol of these meetings?
Oh, yes, quite right. And one of the first rules is that the patients remain seated.
Yeah, well, sure, Doc.
You see, here we work on the principle of the therapeutic community.
The which?
The therapeutic community.
Right.
Now, that means that this ward is society in miniature. And since society decides who is sane and who is not, then you must measure up. Our aim here is to offer a completely democratic ward governed by the patients, working together to restore you to the outside. Now, the important thing is to let nothing fester inside you. Talk, discuss, confess. If you hear another patient say something of significance, then write it down in the logbook for all to see. Do you know what this therapy's called?
Yeah, squealing.
Group therapy. Help yourself and your friends probe the secrets of the subconscious. Bring those old guilts out into the open.
What guilts?
Well, you must have them or you wouldn't be here.
Yeah. Hey, yeah, right, I'm beginning to catch on, yeah.
Excellent.
Yeah, right, like this dream I had the other night. Maybe you could tell me what it means. It was like me in the dream, but it wasn't me. It was somebody that looked like me, like my daddy, that's right, yeah. Because when I saw me, I mean him, in my dream, he had this big iron bolt through his jawbone, just like Daddy used to have.
Your father had an iron bolt through his jawbone?
Yeah, it was a regular Frankenstein.
Well, that's amazing, you know. Jesus. I don't think I've ever come across anything quite like that.
Doctor, may I suggest that perhaps patient McMurphy learns best by example? Now, according to various patients' notes in the logbook, Mr. Harding has stated that he felt uneasy when walking with his wife in the street, due to the manner in which men would stare at her. He's also been heard to say, quote,
"She damn well gave them reason to stare," unquote.
Mr. Harding has also said that his wife may have given him reason to seek sexual attention elsewhere. What reason, Dale?
Well, I cannot say that I've been notably ardent.
Well, do you mean sexually inadequate?
Maybe she was just too hot for him. That ain't Harding? I'll bet he's afraid of her.
No, I'm not afraid.
Well, scared maybe.
No, I suppose you might say intimidated.
Same thing.
Yes, Mr. Harding has said that his wife's ample bosom gave him a feeling of inferiority.
So why does he marry a broad with such big knockers to begin with?
I'll bet he's got a mother fixation.
I bet he was never weaned.
That is not so.
I merely wanted a woman who was, well, who would not compete. One who would give me a sense of, I don't know, security perhaps.
Yes, your wife, Dale, has commented that she finds you less than masculine.
Yeah, like the way you wave your hands about. That ain't Harding.
It is clear, Mr. Harding, that you married a woman who was your inferior. Don't you find significance in that?
Well, yes. But I reasoned, or that's to say, I theorized that, well, sexually at least, maybe.
Yeah, you're always saying she's such a good lay.
Yeah. What was he like in the sack?
Just complete psychic impotence. Oh, God. Why do I always cry?
Say, Harding, wouldn't it be easier if you just came out and admitted you were a faggot?
Yeah, faggot! Harding's a faggot. Leave the guy alone.
You sit down.
Listen, buddy, you don't have to take this shit, you hear?
Doctor, may I suggest we close this meeting?
Oh?
Yes, we close it until discipline has improved.
Say, buddy, is how these meetings usually go? Bunch of chickens at a pecking party?
Sorry, I haven't the faintest idea of what you're talking about.
Well, I'll just explain to you. flock gets sight of a spot of blood on some chicken, they all go pecking after it till there's nothing left but blood, bones and feathers. Usually a couple of the flock get spotted on the fracas, and it's their turn.
A pecking party. Well, that certainly is a very interesting analogy, my friend.
Yeah. And Fred, that's exactly what that little meeting reminded me of.
And I suppose that makes me the chicken with the blood spot, does it, Fred?
That's right, friend. And I'll tell you something. You want to know who pecks the first peck? That old nurse, that's who.
Oh, so it's all as simple as that, is it? All as stupidly simple as that. You have been on our ward for 6 hours, and already you have distilled the work of Freud, Jung, and Maxwell Jones, and you've simplified it into one simple analogy, a pecking party.
Well, I don't know anything about this Fred Jung or this Oozes Joneses, buddy. I'm talking about that crummy meeting and what that nurse did to you.
What she did to you?
Yeah, in spades.
But this is absolutely incredible. You seem to entirely disregard the fact that everything she did was for my good.
Yeah, horse apples.
Oh, well, my friend, I had judged you to be intelligent. You disappoint me because I can see now that I was completely mistaken.
Yeah, well, to hell with you, buddy.
Oh, yes, and I also noticed your primitive brutality. Sadistic psychopath with a definite underlying egomania. That, my friend, certainly qualifies you as a therapist. Certainly gives you every right to criticize Miss Ratched, a nurse of some 25 years' experience in her field. But then, I expect with your great knowledge, friend, no doubt you could heal the human superego, couldn't you? Soothe the aching ear. Why, I'll bet that you could cure the entire ward, vegetable and all. 6 months or your money back!
Are you telling me that that crap that went on today is doing some kind of good?
Why else should we subject ourselves to it? Miss Ratched may be a very strict lady, but she's not some monster chicken pecking her eyes out.
Oh, buddy, she ain't pecking at your eyes. She's aiming right square at the family jewels.
But Miss Ratched, but she is like a mother, a tender mother.
Yeah, don't give me that tender mother crap. She's a bowl cutter from way back.
And you see here, my friend, my psychopathic psychic. Miss Ratched she's a veritable angel of mercy, and everybody knows it. Miss Ratched is as unselfish as the wind. She toils day and night, 7 days a week for us. She has no life of her own. She has no husband, no family. Only her work. Do you really think that she enjoys asking those questions? Probing our subconscious until it hurts? You see here, my egomaniac buddy. She is dedicated. And that is something you wouldn't know anything about. Miss Ratched has no wish greater than to see us walk out of here adjusted and able to cope with normal life on the outside. So you are wrong, my friend. You are so wrong. Miss Ratched is the sweetest, the kindest, most benevolent.
Why don't you do something?
Because, my friend, the world belongs to the strong. Take the rabbit. When the wolf is around, the rabbit digs a hole and hides. He does not choose to challenge the wolf to combat. You see, we are not chickens. We are rabbits. All of us rabbits. Hey, Billy, just hop around a bit for Mr. McMurphy here, would you? Hey, Cheswick, Just come show him how furry you are, would you? Oh, look. They're bashful. Isn't that sweet?
Yeah, shut your mouth.
All right, friend. What would you have us do?
Please, Jack, tell her to go to hell.
Try it, buddy. They'll ship you right on up to this stern. Or down to the shark shop.
The witch?
Electroshock therapy, my friend. The device which combines all the best features of the electric chair, the sleeping pill, and the torture rack.
You kidding me?
Hell no.
They strap you to a table, and they touch your head with wires, and it's zap! Therapy and punishment in one shocking package. The chief there, he's had 200 people.
Well, what about that bitch of a doctor?
Oh, she needs a doctor's permission, of course. But that's a mere formality. You see, the doctor has 200 patients and a bleeding ulcer. She is not going to make waves. What's the matter, friends? You seem to be losing your revolutionary spirit.
Hey, what about this democratic ward stuff? I mean, why don't you take a vote?
Why don't we vote?
If the big nurse can't shout at us anymore?
Yeah, can't look us in a certain way.
Can't send us to the shark shop.
Come on, friend. What shall we vote?
Well, hell, anything. You gotta do something to show you still got balls. I mean, you say the chief is scared, but look at you guys. I ain't even seen a scared-looking bunch in my life.
I ain't?
Yeah, well, no skin off my ass.
Of course not.
Sure wouldn't want some fiend of a nurse after me with 3,000 votes.
Naturally.
Ah, what the hell?
McMurphy. Welcome to the club.
Listen, you say she can't do nothing unless she gets you going.
That's right.
Unless she makes you crack up in some way, like buster in the nose or cussing around.
You'd be okay so long as you kept your temper.
Okay, okay. You guys think you got the champ? How'd you like to lay some money on it?
On what?
I can get the best on her.
You would be prepared to make a bet on that?
Yeah, I'm willing to wager I can put a burr up that nurse's butt within a week. I can bug her so she comes apart them neat little seams, shows you she ain't unbeatable. 1 week, boys. If I ain't got her where she don't know whether to shit or go blind, the money's yours.
Boy!
Come on, you peckerheads. Who's got 10 bucks they want to lose? You hit or you sit.
Mr. McMurphy, this deserves odds. I will give you $20 to your 10 that you can't do it.
Step right up. It's the spin of the wheel, the turn of the card. Battle of the century. 1 week, 7 days. No holds barred. R.P. McMurphy versus the big nurse to a knockout decision or draw. 2 to 1 of the odds, boys. Get your money down. Hey, what you want to do here?
I bet $5.
You want to put $5 on this, Mr. Scanlon? You're going to put some money on this.
I'll take 5.
Okay, you're going to take 5. What you going to take? Okay, boys, we'll see you later, okay?
Gentlemen, it is time for occupational therapy. Mr. McMurphy,
Ma'am?
what was that little activity?
Well, we're just playing a game.
You sure it's not some form of gambling?
Good heavens, no, ma'am. Gambling, hell. This is a sure thing.
You see that, Papa? They got the place on automatic pilot for the night. It's in the night they do the things to us they want. Things too horrible for day. And if the night ain't long enough, they slow it down. Oh yes, Papa, that's a fact. They got fake time they can speed up or slow down. I've seen 3 months go by once, in an hour. I see 3 days go by like this.
Here, babies, don't want to lose you. Hey, Chief. Sack time. What's this you do? Holy Christ, there must be 10,000 pieces of gun there. Is this where you stash it? Oh, say, Chief, we can do better than that. Here. Juicy fruit, okay? The orange, put a nice fresh taste in there. That's right. Hey, Chief, somebody come. Somebody come. Quick, quick, quick. Hey, Chief, when I hollered, you sure did jump. I thought someone told me you...
Finger marks and smooches and skirts all over the place. Miss Ratchet, see this. She raised Sam for sure.
She beat us with that big brown bag.
Why don't we just beat her back?
Go, man.
First, we'll slug her with this.
Get her down.
Prise open her mouth.
Shove this whole damn mouth inside.
Ram it to the bottom with the mouth.
Oh, she's so hungry. That's what she did say. Come sit down beside the dinner. Morning, girls. I hope stay hungry. It won't eat your head. I'm going on my way. Hey there, old buddy. We're going to get some toothpaste from my grinders.
We don't open the cabinet till 6:45.
That's where it's kept locked in the cabinet?
Yeah, sure is.
Now, why? Why'd you suppose they keep the toothpaste locked up like that? I mean, it ain't like it's dangerous.
Well, what do you suppose it'd be like if everybody would have brushed their teeth whenever they took the notion?
I see. So ward policies for them that can't brush after every meal.
Yeah, my God, don't you see?
Yeah, because otherwise people would be brushing their teeth whenever the spirit moved them.
Oh, yeah, that's
Yeah,
right.
hey, you'd have teeth being brushed at 6:30,
Yeah.
6:20, maybe even 6 o'clock in the morning.
Yeah, Williams, come on, we've got work to do.
Hey, what you got in here?
Where?
In there?
Soap powder.
Well, I generally use paste, but we'll talk about that wall polishy shit later, okay?
Hey, you! Come on, get working. Don't just stand there gawking like some useless cow. Come on, move.
Your parents don't like me, they say I'm too poor. Say I'm not worthy to enter your door. I living's my pleasure, my money's my own. Them that don't like me can leave me alone. Morning, Miss Ratshit. How's things on the outside then?
Mr. McMurphy, you can't run around here in a towel.
Towel against ward policy, is it okay? Well, I'll
Don't
just...
you dare! You get back in there and you will put on your clothes this instant.
I can't do that, ma'am. I'm afraid some thief in the night boosted my clothes.
Boosted? Well, your clothes were supposed to be picked up in Lord Williams.
Hey, Warren got laundry duty.
Miss Warren?
Yes, Miss
Come here, please. Can you see this man has nothing on but a towel?
And my cat.
Well?
Well, he got up too early.
He got up too early.
Yes.
Miss Warren, you will go and get this man's clothes this instant. Otherwise, you will find yourself cleaning bedpans on geriatrics. Do I make myself clear?
Yes, Miss Ratchet.
And you, get rid of that thing.
Sure, ma'am. Ain't they some shit? Look at it. It was a present. It was a present from a co-ed at Oregon State. She said I was some kind of symbol. Hey, baby.
Mr. Murphy!
How'd you like them, ma'am?
When you have quite finished showing us your manly physique, you will go in there when you will put on your clothes.
Delighted. Hey, she took me to a parlor and cooled me with a fan. Whispered low in her mama's ear. I love that gambling man.
Haven't you got anything better to do than stand around and gape? I want this place spotless. Gentlemen.
I remember one Christmas, Papa, here at the hospital. It was right at midnight, and there's a big wind, and the door blows open. Whoosh! And here comes a fat man, all dressed in red, with a big white beard and moustache. Ho, 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 he says. I like to stay, but I must be hurrying along. Very tight schedule, you know. Well, the aides jumped him and pinned him down, and gave him a tranquilizer, and sent him right up onto Disturbed. They kept him 6 years, Papa, and when they let him go, he was clean-shaved and skinny as a pole.
Now, gentlemen, I thought before group starts that we'd have a little discussion, informal, you know, on the subject of patient McMurphy.
Where is Mac?
Well, I suggested this would be a good time for his interview with Dr. Spirit. Now, we're not going to make any decisions, you understand. However, I don't think he should be allowed to go on upsetting
What do you
the
think,
patients
then?
in
You think it's a
court
great idea?
like he does.
Oh, I think it's a charming notion.
Mr. McMurphy.
It's like a real blast.
Now, you may not realize that we are in the middle of a meeting.
Oh, I'm sorry. Go right ahead.
We were just discussing the matter of morale.
Morale? Well, that's just what we were talking about. And I had this idea. Oh, was it you?
Hell no, it was your idea, Doc.
Well, I just had this idea. What would you think if we had a carnival? Oh, it would be such fun.
A carnival.
We could have games and booths and decorations. What do you think, man?
Oh, I think it's a good idea.
And not without therapeutic value.
Hell yes. Lots of therapeutics at a carnival.
Scanlon could do his human bomb act, and well, I could make a ring toss down in occupational therapy.
Yeah, for myself, I'll be happy to run the skiller well. Hey, you step right up, try your luck. Bonanza for a dime. Prize on every spin of the wheel.
Fine. Yeah, me and George, we could sell things.
Yeah, that's right, Martini, you could, yeah.
I'm rather good at palm reading.
Oh.
Nice, Mr. Harding, we'll do that. Yeah, that'll be good. That'll be good.
So, what do you think then, Nurse Ratchet? A carnival here on the board?
Yes, it may have some therapeutic possibilities, but the matter would have to be discussed with staff first before any decision can be made. That was your intention, wasn't it, Doctor?
Oh, well, why, yes, I was just feeling out the patients.
Yes,
but
and also,
well,
Doctor.
a meeting. Oh, why,
Right,
certainly.
yes, now, Doctor, this visitor request here from patient McMurphy, as he calls it, a twitch named Candy Star. I suggest that be refused until he becomes a little more familiar with the rules of the ward.
Well, patient McMurphy showed me his request in my office, and I figured that since he's been here a week already, I signed it.
I see. Billy Bibbett and his speech problem. When did you notice you had speech difficulties, Billy? When did you first begin to stutter?
The very first word I said, I stuttered. Mama. And when I proposed to a girl, I flubbed it. I said, honey, will you until she burst out laughing.
Yes, your mother has spoken to me about this girl, Billy. She was quite a bit beneath you, wasn't she?
No.
Then what was it?
I was in love with her.
Oh, according to your mother, Billy, she was a designing little slut who wanted to marry my Billy because she...
No, she was a lovely girl.
See, I got a matter to take up.
I'm sorry, Mr. McMurphy. If you wish to speak, you must first be recognized.
Billy, you don't know me?
Yes, I know you, Mr. McMurphy, but I don't recognize you.
See, you've got a hell of a problem there. Would you like to discuss it?
I wonder if we should talk about Mr. McMurphy. Well, I have noticed a definite deterioration of discipline since he entered the ward. Maybe another form of therapy.
What you got in mind? Hooking me up to that little old battery charger of yours?
Well, entirely for your own good, man.
Yes, in a pig's gizzard.
Well, I must say, Miss Ratchet, I agree with patient McMurphy. I find him to be quite lucid, quite in touch. And despite his past history, he has exhibited no tendencies towards violence. Accordingly, I must conclude that electroshock therapy is not indicated.
I see. Well, then, if there is nothing further,
I got a matter to take up.
Doctor, may we discuss with Mr. McMurphy that these meetings are for therapeutic reasons only, and that really petty grievances are just...
Petty? You calling the World Series petty?
The World Series?
Yeah, that's right, Doc. Starts this Friday and the big game's on television. You've got this rule about only watching television in the evening. Why not switch it to the afternoon?
Therapeutic reasons, of course.
Yeah, therapeutic as all hell.
Not for making bets on the games, Randall.
Yeah, listen, boys, do you want to watch the series, Cheswick?
Why, yes.
Yeah, Scanlon?
I don't know, man.
Mr. Scanlon, if I recall, you refused to eat for 3 days until we changed the viewing time from 6:30 to 6 o'clock.
Well, a man gotta see the news, don't he? I mean, they could have bombed us clear to hell and it'd be a week before we knew.
Are you telling me there's anything therapeutic about the news?
Well, maybe we won't get bombed this week.
Ah, boy, that's it, right. All those in favour, get your hands up. Come on, come on, come on. Come on, you can vote on stuff like this. Ain't that right, Doc?
Yes.
Come on, get those hands in the air. Hardin? Martini, come on, get the hands up. You want to see the series, don't you? I thought you guys could vote on stuff like this. Ain't that right, Doc?
Yes.
Come on, get those hands up.
That's 3. I'm afraid that's not sufficient to change ward policy. Now, if that is all, I suggest we terminate the meeting.
Yeah, terminate your lousy meeting.
Listen, Randall, some of us have been here a long time. And some of us are gonna be here a long time after you're gone. A long time after the World Series is over. Don't you realize?
I don't understand it. I just don't understand it. Hardy, what's wrong with you? Ollie, you bunch of gutless wonders. I ought to get out of here. Yeah, that's what I'm gonna do. Bust on out of here and nail the door shut behind.
All right, you're talking so big. Just how would you break out?
Yeah, 40 ways.
Name one.
Well, that thing Billy's sitting on. I could hurl that through the mesh window.
I don't recall reading that psychopaths could move mountains.
You telling me I can't lift that dinky thing?
That dinky little thing weighs 1/4 ton, and it contains all the electrics for the station.
Hell yeah!
Yeah, try it, Mac. You'll short-circuit the controls and roll this damn hospital into orbit.
Yeah, come on, you peckerheads. Who's got $5 they want to lose?
This is even more absurd than your bet against the big nerd.
Yeah, come on, $5, you peckerheads, because nobody's going to tell me I can't do nothing unless I try. Here, all your IOUs from Blackjack, the whole shebang, double or nothing.
Okay, you're on.
Right, Scanlon, get the women and kids back someplace safe. Let's have a go with it. Come on, boys. Out the way, Billy. Let's have a go with this. Okay, come on, baby. Come on. Oh, come on.
Come on, Mac.
We shouldn't be doing it.
Come on, man.
He will not do it.
Come on, man.
Use your legs, Mac. Your legs.
No, we shouldn't be doing it. He can't do it.
Oh, Mac, you giving up?
Hell no, I'm just warming up. Here comes the big effort. Come on, baby.
Come on, Mac.
Come on, baby.
You can do it, Mac.
Put your back into it, Mac.
Come on. Go on.
You can do it.
Come on.
It's moving. It's moving.
You get the money.
It is moving.
Yeah, all your IOUs from Blackjack.
Listen, Mac. No man could have moved that.
Yeah, well, at least I tried, goddammit.
There. The waterfall. How come I hear it, Papa? I hear it, and it sounds like in the spring. I see a salmon jump. I smell the snow where the wind is blowing off the peaks. And the tribe out there above the falls. Listen. Where they yell each time they spear a fish. How come, Papa? What's making it come back?
All right, work time. Get going.
I don't think so.
Work time. Work time. Get going.
Sweet George Brand. Sweet George Brand.
Work time. Get going. Martini. Work time.
Sweet George Brand. Sweet George Brand. You know I can't go wrong. You know my baby can't go wrong.
Mr. McMurphy,
Ma'am?
would you step outside here, please?
Boy, she must have had to go in a hurry.
Mr. McMurphy, that is an outrage.
No, ma'am, that is a latrine.
You are supposed to get those fixtures clean.
Well, they may not be clean enough for some people, ma'am, but I aim to piss in them, not eat lunch out of them.
We better get you another job.
Hey, take over, buddy. You guys ready to pay up on them IOUs yet?
You haven't won yet, friend.
Does your spearmint lose its flavour on the bedpost overnight? You chew it in the morning, will it be too hard to buy? What we got on today, Mr. Hardy? What we reading? Something
Mr.
really
McMurphy?
interesting.
Mr. McMurphy, visitor for you.
Yeah, right.
McMurphy?
Candy, baby!
You damn McMurphy!
Baby, how are you? How are you?
Mr. McMurphy, will you please identify your visitor?
She's my goddamn mother. Hey, boys, this is Candy Star.
Hiya, boys. How's every little thing? Hey, hon, what they got you in for?
Rape? Don't worry about him, baby. Hey, this is Billy Bibbin. Would you believe it? He's a virgin.
Stand off your flag.
Hey, come over here, sit with me. Come on, honey. Come on, sit down. How's every little thing?
Great.
And how's Sandra?
Tied up, man. I mean, like, really. She got married.
Which?
Can you picture it? Old Sandy, married.
Well, who to?
You remember that Archie from Beaverton? He always used to come to those parties with a gopher snake or a white rat or some weird thing like that. Jesus, a real maniac.
Hey, don't worry about it, honey. It'll look crazier outside. Yeah, okay.
So, how you doing, baby? Have you treating you all right?
Yeah, okay. I mean, the grub, sensational. And the bed they give a man. Hey, would you like to see it?
Why not?
Come on,
Mr. McMurphy.
Yeah, okay. Hey, here. You know, honey, I think she wants to watch. Hey, listen, you talking about the old parties and everything. I reckon I got a plan that we can throw in right here in the loony bin.
You kidding?
Yeah, hey, maybe you could bring Sandra along.
I told you Sandy got married.
Yeah, but she still digs parties, don't she?
Oh, sure, but how do we get in?
Hey.
Mr. McMurphy,
Hey, baby.
I'm afraid you will have to ask your visitor to leave.
Hey! I just got here!
Hey, don't worry, honey. Later, okay? Listen, just say goodbye to the fellas for me.
You damn McMurphy! Later, boys.
Nice girl. Comes from a really good family.
You're not really gonna do it.
Why not?
A party here?
Yeah, that's the scam.
With candy.
Hey, cute trick, eh? Hey, how'd you like to bump bellies with that?
Oh,
You know, my friend, for sheer audacity, that idea takes the analyst's Oscar.
I plan to fling the biggest brawl that's ever been flung in a loony bin.
Oh man, we're gonna have a party.
Hey, who the hell said we?
You mean we're not invited?
No.
Why?
Because you fellas didn't back me up, that's why.
We tried.
Yeah, you and Scanlon did. The rest of you buzzards too damn scared to raise your hands.
Yes, but look, Mac, if the matter weren't already settled, it would
Yeah,
be...
well, is there anything in the rules says we can't vote again?
No, I don't suppose there is.
Well then.
Gentlemen, do you not have work to do?
Yeah, we do, but at the moment we got a special meeting of the Pensions Council.
Well, called by whom?
Mr. Dale Harden, President.
And for what purpose?
For
the chance to take a re-vote on changing television times to the afternoon. Right, all those in favour?
Just 1 minute, gentlemen.
What?
Do you not feel that perhaps Mr. McMurphy is imposing his own personal desires upon you? I've been thinking perhaps if he were moved to another ward.
You can't send him to disturb just for bringing up a vote.
That's right.
Very well. You sure one more vote will satisfy you?
I just want to see once and for all which of these birds has the guts and which doesn't.
All those in favour of changing television time, please raise your hands.
Okay, boys, get those hands. Martini, get your hand up. Billy Bibbit, get that hand in the air now. Come on, Billy. Come on, come on. Yeah, there you go. Batter up.
Well, I'm sorry, Mr. McMurphy, that ward policy calls for a unanimous vote.
You want the chief to vote?
All the patients in the ward.
So that's how you work this democratic bull. All the crazy ideas I ever heard.
Well, you seem upset, Mr. McMurphy. I must make a note of that.
You hold on. Just one lousy minute. You hold on. Chief, you get yourself here now. It's now or never. We're men on no monkeys. You take or you break.
Don't be ridiculous,
now listen, Chief.
Mr. McMurphy.
You get your hand up now.
Mr.
Get your hand up in
McMurphy.
the air now, Chief.
He
You've got a
can't
vote, you
even
hear?
hear you.
Come on, Chief. You want to see the
Mr.
world series?
McMurphy,
Get your hand up and
please
vote
sit down,
now.
please. The poor man
Now
can't
put
even
your hand up
hear
in the
you.
air.
March! Nurse Ratchet! Nurse Ratchet!
Unanimous! Come here, you gorgeous monster. Chessie, get a seat. Best damn seat in the house for the Chief. Chief, you sit yourself down there. You gorgeous monster, you. Come on, Billy, get yourself a place. Okay, boys, let's go and see the game. Let's go. Come on, baby. Come on, come on. Pitch that ball. Come on. Pitch that ball. Let's go, let's go. Into the outfield. Take another base. Take another base. Come on, baby. Take another base.
What's he doing? What's he
Come on,
doing?
good Reds. Come on, Reds. Let's go.
The meeting was closed.
Now, you men,
Matt?
you return to your duties, please. Did you hear me?
Billy, you stay where you are. You sit down.
Did you hear me? You men will now go back to your
Hey,
duties.
hey, look, there's a hit. Right
Mr.
down
McMurphy.
the middle. Come on, baby.
Mr.
There's a hit.
McMurphy.
There's a hit. Look,
You all go
it's in
back
the
to your
outfield,
duties.
baby.
It's
Come on,